darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Hey everybody, Hoople's Cat. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration of the setup for the BioLite Solar Home 620. As Savage Survival said in another video, which I'll link at the end of this, this is not the greatest system to get. It is extremely portable and it does provide light, and I think that's an important aspect of why I got this. But I certainly think a heavier battery system is a go-to portable system. But this will work well for my intended use. So let's have a look at it, shall we? So it comes in a small box. It's immensely portable, which is a very good thing. And then you get 3 lights and a motion control light and a battery system and a power system. So let's have a little look. Alrighty, just because I don't have mad editing skills, I'm just doing a point and shoot video, so excuse me while I do this so I can actually see what I'm showing you, which kind of makes sense, right? So you have these lights and you can put them anywhere you like, and they can be semi-permanent, and each light has a controller, and so you can put it on higher and higher. And this is a dull overcast day, and out of the box they all work, which is great. Now, as I say, the controller power box actually has 2 connections for 2 lights. Once you have the light in position, one light in, you can then plug a second light into the first one from the battery. So if you actually bought a second one of these, you could actually have 4 lights, I guess, possibly more. Now, one of the interesting things for me, and I thought it was useful, was the motion control light. The motion control light is this one, and I'll show you how it works. It's very briefly illuminated, which is a problem with it. I'd like it illuminated much longer. I presume if you stay in the visual field it works. So it lights, which is good. So with this one it's slightly different. What you have with this is this controller here. When it's on red, it's motion control. So when you turn it off, it's like this. When you first turn it on, it's a light only. It's only when you click it again that it goes to this, and then when you leave it alone it doesn't, and it senses. So that's pretty good. The battery recharging has been pretty awful for me, but I've had very overcast weather for quite some time. The one thing I would like with this is the ability to charge this from the mains. That would have been a useful thing. As far as I can tell, I'm not skilled with this stuff. You can't, which is kind of irritating. But it comes about 40-45% loaded, and it's down to about 23% battery power. One of the good things with it, from my angle, is there is a radio. So it's an interesting thing. Like if you have the radio on and off, and what you can do with it is actually scan channels very slowly and find radio. And let's see if we can find a radio station. Oh. It's a very cheap radio. I'd recommend better. And you're very personable. So what kind of journalism were you thinking of going into? So it's not bad. You'd have to fiddle around with it. I'd recommend a much better battery powered and solar arrayed battery radio to actually be communicating. This also has a light on it, which is also 3 switch light, so this has useful things. Yeah, so overall I think if you have 150 American in February and you have a need for a truly portable system for lighting, I'd go with this. I really would. For your home bunker prepping retreat, I would go as Savage Survival says, with a much bigger system, a much bigger battery that you can actually use 120 in, and you can put more power in. Now, I've note the solar system array is only 6 watts. It's crappy. I have read a bit around this, and I think in the future they're actually going to allow me to, I'm not quite sure how, but get up to 100 watts of solar panel. That would make a substantial difference in the ability to recharge this on overcast days, because this needs sunlight, no doubt about it. Without that, it's not going to work very well. So yeah, that's all for me. I hope you got something out of this. Hopeless Cat, au revoir, and toodaloo.
A winter's day in a deep and